All right, 3 minutes. Let us begin again. Any comfortable seated posture, meditative posture that allows you to bring your spine comfortably erect. Relax the shoulders, softly closing your eyes. Elbows by the sides of your body, palms facing up, fingers relaxed. Getting a very solid foundation for the spine to be comfortably straight. Then 3 deep breaths. After 3 deep breaths, allow the breath to come and go. And observe each breath around your chest. You can sense the movement around your chest easily enough. The breath is always here and now. And by allowing the breath and watching the breath, we are bringing the mind also to rest here and now. You can bring the mind to here and now, listening to a bird or the hum of a fan. It is very easy to allow your mind to rest with your breath, which is always there with you. And so rest your mind. Nothing to run away, nothing to hold on to. Simply resting the mind. If you can rest your mind for one breath, you can rest your mind for 2 breaths. And if the restless mind goes back to the past or anxiously jumps to the future, the moment you are noticing it, you're already here and now. Begin again. You're not fighting your mind. You're simply allowing it to rest. This breath. This breath. And this breath. Palms to the heart center. Namaskara Mudra. Thinking of someone that you love and respect, living or not. Dedicate this Hatha Yoga session and all the benefits to that person. Chin to the chest. Opening your eyes. Inhaling. Take the arms by the side, pressing the palms up, looking up. Exhaling, palms coming down, looking down. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. One last round. Inhaling. Exhaling. Release. Come to cat posture. Hands and knees. Shoulders over your wrists. Hip joints right over the knees. Knees hip width apart. Feet hip width apart. Feet pointing or toes pointing to the back. Inhaling, looking up. Completely relax your abdomen and allow the spine to hang down. Next exhalation, chin to the chest, spine up, completely emptying your abdomen, engaging the abdomen. 4 more rounds. After completing 5 rounds, neutral posture. Take a deep breath, exhale. Next inhalation, take your right leg back and up. Your heel, right heel is pointing toward the ceiling. Looking up, inhale. Next exhalation, look down, spine up, bend the right knee and bring the right knee toward the nose. Right toes are also off the mat. Engaging your abdomen fully. 4 more rounds. Inhaling, leg back and up, look up. Exhaling, look down. Knee to the nose. Total 5 rounds. After completing 5 rounds, take a deep breath, exhale. Let's do it on the other side. Inhaling, left leg back and up. You're not opening the hip, looking up. Exhaling, look down. Left knee toward the nose, spine up. 4 more rounds. After completing 5 rounds, neutral cat posture. Take a deep breath, exhale. A bit of a balancing posture. Right leg to the back. Leg can be horizontal. Left arm to the front. Opposite arm. Switch. 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 And neutral posture. Take a deep breath, exhale. Tuck your toes in. Take your seat bones all the way toward the heels. Head down. Relax the shoulders. Watch your breath. If the forehead is not reaching the mat, you can make a tight fist and rest your forehead on the tight fist. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cat posture. Keep your toes tucked in. Engage your abdomen and lift the knees off the mat by 2 inches. 5. Continue to breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Take a deep breath. Come to plank posture, Padhahastasana. Your head, neck, spine, and the legs all the way to the heels are aligned in one line in an incline. All your weight is under the shoulders, on the wrists, and the toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Without moving your palms or toes, simply take your seat bones all the way up toward the ceiling. You can bend your knees, not a problem. Allow the chest to move toward the knees and the head down toward the mat with the shoulder blades on your back going toward each other gently. No aggression of any kind. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly walk your palms toward your feet. Once you reach the balance, hands on the waist, inhaling, come up. Release arms, feet hip width apart. Hands on your waist. Your elbows are pointing to the sides. Right arm up towards the ceiling, right palm facing the left wall. Bending toward the left wall, gently moving your right hip toward the right wall. Your right fingers are trying to reach the left wall. Your right arm is behind your right ear. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling up. Exhaling, right hand on the waist. Take a deep breath. Left arm up toward the ceiling. Bending toward the right wall. Left arm is behind the left ear. Gently moving your left hip toward the left wall. Bringing balance. Santo, you can keep your right hand on the waist. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, straightening up. Exhaling, release. Release your arms. Separate your feet outside the mat width, outside the mat width. Arms up to the sides, parallel to the ground, palms facing the front. Inhaling center, exhaling, twisting to the right. Turn your head and look past the right shoulder. Inhaling center. Next exhalation, twisting to the left. Turn your head, look past the left shoulder. Inhaling center. 4 more rounds. After completing 5 rounds, release arms, bring your feet comfortably closer, stand relaxed. Today, we are going to approach few forward bending postures. Before we do that, let us practice a few rounds of Surya Namaskara, front of the mat, Padhahastasana. Feet close together. Standing tall like a mountain. Even weight on your feet. You're neither on your toes nor on your heels. Your inner arches are active, giving you a spring-like lift up through the core of your body toward the head. Namaskara Mudra. Diligence as best as you can. Only as best as you can, nothing more, nothing less. And loving, kind attention to whatever is happening in your own experience, whether it is pleasant or not. 3 rounds of Surya Namaskara begin. If the mind wanders away from the practice, begin again. Kind attention to whatever your experience is as you diligently practice Surya Namaskara. After completing 3 rounds, separate your feet comfortably, stand relaxed, and continue the practice of kindly attending to the flow of your own experience. And your experience is a rich, multi-channel experience. Touch, sight, smell, sound, taste, thoughts, emotions. We are basically a sum of all of this, and it is always flowing. And you watch the flow. You can pick any one of the channels to pay kind attention. Could be the clock ticking on the wall and your sense of hearing. And then if your knee pain calls attention, kindly switch your attention to your knee pain. Three deep breaths. Feet hip width apart. Toes pointing directly forward. We'll start with a gentle back bend. Place your palms on your glutes, fingers pointing down, elbows pointing back. Gently inhaling, move your hips forward, chest forward, look up, a gentle back bend. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, straighten up. Hands on the sides of your waist. Take a deep breath. Inhale, center. Exhaling, halfway bending forward. You can bend your knees slightly to keep your back straight and look to the front. Flatten your back. Look to the front and flatten your back. Your entire upper body is parallel to the ground. Next exhalation, take your chin down toward the mat. You're taking the chin, not the forehead, down to the mat. And then allow your arms to hang loose. And surrender your head and the whole body. Allow the head to hang loose, shoulders to hang loose. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on the waist. Inhaling, come up. Release your arms. The forward bending postures can be relaxing, especially if we approach the forward bending postures with an attitude of surrender. Take a deep breath. Now we are going to go a bit deeper. Hands on the waist. Inhale, growing taller. Exhaling, halfway bending forward. You can slightly bend the knees. Next exhalation, chin going down toward the mat. And then head down. The arms relax down. And straighten up the knees as best as you can. Straighten up the knees. Even if your fingers are not pointing or touching the mat, that's okay. Allow the arms to hang loose, head to hang loose, knees straight. Press the big toes a bit more to strengthen the quad muscles, the thigh muscles more. That will allow you to straighten your knees even further, pulling up your kneecaps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slightly bend the knees, hands on the waist, inhaling, come up. Release arms, stand relaxed. Take a deep breath, exhale. We are practicing Uttanasana variations. Let's take a small back bend, placing your palms on your glutes, fingers pointing down, your elbows pointing to the back. Next inhalation, move your hips forward, chest forward, look up, a gentle back bend. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, straightening up. Exhaling, release arms. Now let's approach Padhahastasana. This is to standing on our own hands. Our hands will be underneath our feet. Right hand will be underneath the right foot. Left hand would be underneath the left foot. The soles of your feet will be standing on top of the palms of your hands. Hands on the waist. Take a deep breath. Arms up towards the ceiling, palms facing forward, arms parallel to each other. Inhaling, reach up. Exhaling, halfway bending forward. Bring the arms and the spine halfway down. Look at your thumbs. You can slightly bend the knees to flatten your back. Next exhalation, land, bending further forward, land the middle fingers on the mat away from your feet, as far away from your feet. You might have to move your seat bones back a bit to have the balance so you don't tip over on the toes. Now lift your right foot and place your right hand underneath the right foot. Your right big toe is pressing at the bottom of the right thumb, the fleshy part. Similarly, lift the left foot and place the left hand underneath. Now, look to the front, flatten your back. Ardha Uttana. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. With an extended spine, chin leading down, head down, straighten your knees as best as you can. You're standing on top of your hands. You're straightening your knees as best as you can, no violence. A complete attitude of surrender. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One hand at a time, release the hands from underneath your feet, hands on the waist. Inhaling, come up. Release the arms, stand relaxed. Take a deep breath, exhale. Feet hip width apart, hands on the waist. Walk your right foot forward 2 feet. Pasvatonasana practice. Now your legs are in a forked stance, but make sure that both your hips, the front of the hips, are facing forward. It's not that because your right foot is forward, your left hip might want to open out to the left. Make sure that both your feet are gently pointing forward. Inhale, exhaling, halfway bending forward. Keep the right knee straight. Keep the right knee straight. No bending the right knee. Bend, even if you're bending 15 degrees forward, that's okay. But keep the knee straight. You may not be able to bring the body halfway down, that's okay. But keep the knee straight. As you keep the knee straight, look to the front, flatten the back. Now you will feel an intense stretch at the back of your leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling up. Walk your right foot back. Release your arms. We're warming up toward Pasvatonasana practice. Take a deep breath. Hands on the waist. Walk your left foot forward, 2 feet forward. Both your feet pointing forward, both hips are facing forward. Now, inhale, growing taller, exhaling, bending toward the left leg, keeping the left knee straight, bending straight away forward. Or, you don't need to lean toward the left leg. Simply bend halfway. Even if you're not able to bend fully halfway, that's okay. Keep the knee straight. 5. Look to the front, flatten your back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, come up. Walk your left foot back, release your arms. Take a deep breath, exhale. Now what we did was a warm-up for Pasvatonasana. Pasvatonasana is to bend as fully forward toward the front leg as possible, keeping the knee as straight as you can. If you have a knee pain, you can slightly bend the knee. Otherwise, keep the knee straight. Hands on the waist, feet hip width apart. Walk your right foot forward 2 feet. Now, you can take your hands to the back and press the palms like a Namaskara mudra on your back. And if that is not accessible for you today with this breath, simply hold the elbows. Right hand on your back, Hold the elbows on your back. Your right hand holding the left elbow and vice versa. And those who can, press the palms like a Namaskara mudra on your back. Inhale, growing taller. Exhaling, bending halfway first. Keep the right knee straight. If you're not able to bend halfway, that's okay. Keep the knee straight. Look to the front, flatten the back. Keep the back flattened. Next exhalation, chin moving down toward the shin as best as you can. If you are able to move only by half an inch, that's fine. Head down, surrender. Keep that right knee straight, surrender. Now you will feel intense stretch at the back of your right leg. If you're not feeling much of a stretch, lift your toes, right toes up and activate your quad muscles even more. And you can bend further forward to get even a better stretch. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slightly bend the right knee. Inhaling, come up. Walk your right foot back. Release your arms. Take a deep breath, exhale. Feet hip width apart. Hands on the waist. Walk your left foot forward by 2 feet. Now both hips are directly facing forward. Now hold your elbows on your back or Namaskara Mudra on your back, whichever is accessible. And if you're not able to have Namaskara Mudra on the back, it's all right. Remember, we are trying to discover what our best today is, and there is no perfection at all in the posture. Inhale, growing taller, keeping the left knee straight, bend forward as much as you can. Keep the knee straight, bend forward as much as you can. Look to the front, flatten your back, and that will actually increase the stretch on the back of your leg. Inhale, exhaling, keeping the back straight, chin moving down toward the left shin. Keep the knee straight, and then finally head down, surrender. Pasvatonasana. And if you're not feeling much of a stretch on the back of your left leg, lift the toes up and strengthen your left quad muscles even more and bend further forward. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slightly bend the left knee, inhaling, straightening up. Walk your left foot back, release your hands or arms. Stand relaxed. Sukhasana. Bring your elbows to the sides of your body, palms facing up, fingers relaxed. Eyes softly close. Rest your awareness on your chest and allow the breaths to flow. Compared to the beginning of the session when we centered, paying attention to your breath around your chest. The character might have changed or not. Gently open your eyes. From Sukhasana, place your right foot on top of the left leg, left knee if you can, Ardha Padmasana. Obviously your left knee might be off the ground, that is okay. As far as possible, place the right foot on top of the left leg wherever you can. Arms up toward the ceiling, palms facing forward. Inhale, growing taller. Exhaling, bending from the hips forward. And then finally place the palms on the mat in front of you. Look at your thumbs. Walk your fingers away to the front as far as you can. Your tailbone might even come off the mat, that's okay. Then finally head down. Agnistambasana variation. 5, 4, 2, 1. Inhaling, come up. Exhaling, release the arms, release the legs, shake your legs. Sukhasana. We are not trying to accomplish anything. We're simply following the practice. Whatever changes, we are learning, we are training to pay attention to what is happening right now. That is all. Our mind is always wandering. We're following the instructions and we follow diligently and pay attention to the experience. That is all. Left foot on top of the right leg as much as you can. If you can, left foot on the right knee, Ardha Padmasana. Arms up toward the ceiling, palms facing forward. Inhale, growing taller, reach up. Exhaling, bending forward from the hips. Place the palms on the mat in front of you. Look at your thumbs and then walk your fingers away from you and finally head down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling up. Exhaling, release the arms, release the legs, shake your legs. Sukhasana. Bring the soles of your feet together and hold your feet with your hands. Baddhakonasana Kriya. Gently flap your knees up and down rhythmically. Speed is not important, but the rhythm is important. And every time you are trying to see how much your knees can go down toward the mat. You're not forcing it. You're gently exploring. And stop. Now, see if you can bring your feet closer to you, just a bit, and straighten your back. Keep the back straight, as much straight as you can. And then, keeping the back straight, next exhalation, lean forward with your back straight, chin leading the way, not the forehead. Chin is leading the way forward. Your belly button is going toward your heels. Your back is straight as you can. Next exhalation, leaning your chin further forward, you will feel an intense stretch on your inner thighs. Head down, relax. Baddhakonasana. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come up. Keep the hands exactly where they are, feet exactly where they are. Straighten up the spine. Take a deep breath, exhale. We're going to approach this for the second time, and you can perhaps explore your edge with kind attention even more. Inhale, growing taller, straightening up your back. Exhaling with your chin leading the way forward, lean forward from the hips. You're not bending your spine at all. You're simply leaning forward. Next exhalation, taking your chin further to the front, lean forward, and then finally head down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, straightening up. Release your legs, shake your legs. Lie down on your back. Take a deep breath. Feet hip width apart. Bend your knees. Feet hip width apart. Your arms are close to the body, palms facing the front. Sorry, palms facing down. Inhaling, hips up. Setubhanda sarvangasana. Next inhalation, hips further up. Bring the chest toward the chin, shoulder blades on your back going toward each other. If you're comfortable, interlace the fingers, press the palms and straighten your elbows. And keep the arms on the ground. Setubhanda sarvangasana. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release the posture. Release the legs. Make any final movements you feel necessary before surrendering in Shavasana. Relax. Relax. Kind attention to each breath around your abdomen. Relax. If the mind wanders, begin again, all over again. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Gently come out of Shavasana and come to sitting, any meditative posture. Take your time. Taking your hands back, catch your left wrist with the right hand. Inhale, growing taller. Exhaling, bending forward, thanking Mother Earth. Inhaling, coming up. Rubbing your palms vigorously, generating heat. Massaging your closed eyes and gently blinking your eyes open. Namaste. Thank you all so much for giving me this opportunity. Have a good evening and a good day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you.